Hey guys, this is Japan Tokei. I am going to be doing my second video review on the PC Engine games, and I've picked a title today that I feel many of you probably do not know well and that YouTube does not have much coverage on. I try to do these titles that has a very little information on YouTube because I don't want to duplicate other people's efforts, and I think it's also a better use of people's time. And like I did the Facebook 2000 sample disc, and about 2 years ago I didn't speak to it. A lot of you, some folks were complaining that it's not a review, so I understood that. I don't really do video reviews, so I'm going to try to make it more informative here and provide some commentary. But this game was released by NEC in 1994. It's based on the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. The kanji basically stands for, the world is mine, it's mine for eating. It has a spine card here. I'm not going to bother taking it out because it's kind of late here. I just want to show you the game. And that's what the manual looks like. I just padded the manual, so that's just paper in there. And the game disc is actually already in my dual. And I'll show you what it looks like. So it's a black disc. Right, that's what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to pop it in and then show you guys what the game level looks like and play through the first level so you can get a good feel of what this game, how it plays, and hopefully be of interest to you to kind of explore. So here. Okay. Alright, so you can see that well, and I'm going to start. So effectively this game is not very well understood by the Western world again. But in Japan, people love the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. So Capcom actually made this arcade game in 1989. And I played this game a lot as a child, and I love the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. So during my teenage years, this was my favorite game. And I was surprised to find this for the PC Engine. And it's a rare title these days. It's in Japan it costs about 6,000 yen, 7,000 yen, depending on where you are in game stores with a complete spine card. On eBay, because in Europe and America people doesn't really know what it is, you can find it for $40, $50 loose. If you find one in that range complete with a spine card, definitely pick it up. It's definitely worth it. So what you see here is the start. The game has two segments. One is which you're trying to take care of the rebellion of these yellow bandits. You can see how these guys have yellow bandits wearing bandanas. That's how this is actually based on a real story. So there's an uprising from the real yellow bandits, and you can pick these four guys to start with. These are all based on real Romance of Three Kingdoms actual generals and heroes. This guy, Guan Yu, is actually became his worship as a god to this day in China temples. So let's use him. So the top bar that you saw, the red is how it shows how strong their attack is, and the blue is their defense. So all four of them has a little bit different characteristics. But you're basically going to go on a horseback and go through multiple levels. So I'm going to pause right here and show you how you actually navigate the game. So of course, those of you who know the PC Engine, there's button 1 here, button 2, button 1, button 2. So you can mash the buttons, which he will. I'm going to unpause in a second, but he's going to slash and toward the right direction. And if you hold down if you mash this button, he's going to turn around and mash that direction. That's really the whole game control. You're on horseback the whole time. You either hit toward the right, you hit to the right or the left. You hold down the button, he will do a charge power attack, and as you can keep holding it and then switch to the other button, and he's going to carry that power reserve and switch sides. Here's how I do it. So basically I'm going to try to hold the button right now. You can see the bottom it charges the red, that's the full charge. And if you let go, it's very powerful, right? So you can see if you mash, he does that yeah type of thing. So the weakling guys, you can use that, but you probably want to do the charge. Right. But you can see how I can switch over and still keep my charge. So I'm gonna play my game now. The whole game basically goes like this, and you can see the bottom, that's my life. So you don't want to get smacked too many times because you'll lose your life rather quickly. And be careful of this game, because if you press the run button, he actually uses partly of his life and try to kill the characters on the screen. So it's a little bit of those like Final Fight where you lose some energy, gets you out of trouble. So if I want to pause the game, you actually want to hit select. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to try to get through this stage relatively quickly, and you can see how the game kind of plays. So you can see there are some small lag times, and that type of herb type of thing, that's life. And these yellow things are just points, doesn't really do much, but you do get these blue ones, and I think that gives you either more experience points or give you some extra type of it's not invincible, but you kind of hit the run button and you get some extra friends that come in and try to kill enemies for you. I don't really use that. I can play the game just by itself, but you can experiment. There you go, that's a blue one. So let me just try that. Let me try hitting the run button. So you saw that, right? I hit the run button and takes care of the people on the screen. So the key thing for those who play this in arcades, this is almost a perfect translation. With the only minor exception, you can see there's some small loading lag times, but nothing too detrimental. The game is immensely enjoyable. The lag time does not hamper the gameplay in any way. The only thing though, for those who know the arcade game, or you can actually get this game on a ROM. Let's say you use Callus or MAME, the emulator. The original game actually allows 2 players simultaneous play. The PC engine, however, I'm guessing due to the system's horsepower, unfortunately you can only do 1 player at a time. But it's a game that you can play through. It's very enjoyable. So this is the boss of the stage. So they'll talk a little bit, there's some intro. So what I want to tell you guys is basically the whole game with the bosses, you cannot go head to head against them, just button mash, because they'll kill you, they'll destroy you right away. Their attacks are always much stronger than yours. So you basically, what you want to do is you want to hold the power and kind of dance around, move around the stage, dodge their attacks, and lash out at them until you wear them out. And that's really the strategy. If you can deploy that, you can pretty much use the same strategy throughout the game. Of course, you will learn about new enemies, attacks, which we won't have the chance to go to, because the one level will take about 8 minutes of review. So first level is pretty straightforward, pretty easy, and I think you guys can get the feel of the game from that. So I'm going to destroy these 2 guys really quickly and then show you a power up. You do build experience and you get weapons upgraded. So I'll show you that how his weapons get upgraded. And that'll take you into early parts of second stage. And that'll be really it. So here we go. So the one more thing is you see these are the enemy's life. So the bottom one, I think one of them is the general's brother, so you know they're running low on life. And of course the bottom, the 32 is my life, 56 is how many life I have, and then the 1 is my level, I don't remember what these blue things do again, but I think it has to do with maybe continuous or experience. So there you go, one's dead. Alright, so I just destroyed that guy. Every ending, every stage is similar. It just shows your general killing the other enemy general. So there's a little bit of variance in terms of how the general's artwork appears, and then it'll show you your score for the stage and your experience, which is the last one. So I'm 20 points short of my next level up, which is 300, which I'll make really quick in the stage 2, and then you'll get a new weapon. So here we go. Stage 2 is actually very well designed. You're on a boat that's chained together. And there you go. What he meant right there is that your level is up. So now we have to get to a certain point, and there will be enemies that's carrying the weapon. But you can see the enemies are already a lot tougher here. They do the sliding moves, they jump at you, so you can get killed rather quickly. And there's already strategies where you kind of have to hide between these obstacles and cover. And you have to know when to come out and attack these guys, when to hide. Right here, you're gonna need to do a strategic move, kind of stay here, because they're gonna be firing flame arrows at you, and you can get burned alive if you go head to head. You can already see these enemies don't die after one shot. They get tougher and tougher, and that's where your upgraded weapons becomes very important. So you see, the arrows, as they shoot them at you, you can knock them out by just swinging at them. Otherwise, they'll catch fire and you get burned. But these guys are actually hurting me pretty good. There you go. So, there you go. So that guy was carrying my weapon. That's the next level's weapon. So I'll get a stronger attack from that, which will definitely help me on this stage. So you see, if you get burned by the flames, I will die rather quickly here. And then you'll hear this siren sound because my life is getting low. And I'll show you what happens when you die here. You get a few continues, so you can actually beat the game if you don't blow your lives too fast. Graphics are very good, the music is good, the effects are great, the stage design is great. There's different levels. You'll be going through mountains and snow and ancient castles, etc. So it's a really a blast, a great game. And I'll just show you what happens here when I kill myself. So that's what happened when you die. Alright, and then I think I had some extra life here, so I get the free continue. And that was a CD loading time again. But I think you get the idea here. Okay, so that will summarize, that will sum up our review here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learn what this game is about, and you know, maybe perhaps go pick it up and enjoy it, because it's definitely an underappreciated title. It's I consider it a collector's item because its rarities. It's definitely not easy to find, and so hopefully you guys will come across a copy that's affordable enough, or decide to take the plunge for expensive but mint condition one. I think again, if you guys like side scrollers, or those who are fans of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, you will love this. For those who doesn't know what the Romance of the Three Kingdoms are, who are not fans of the platform type of games, then you probably want to avoid it because you won't get as much out of it, and there are better games out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be signing out here. This is Japan Tokay. Take care and happy 2012.